In August, the NYSE celebrated the launch of NYSE Texas by ringing the closing bell at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Our very own Kristen Scholler was on the ground and spoke to leaders of various NYSE-listed companies like TXO Partners. Check it out.
We're here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, celebrating the launch of NYSE Texas, a fully electronic equities exchange. And joining me now to talk more about it are the co-CEOs of TXO Partners, Gary Simpson and Brent Klum. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you, Kristen.
Gary, let's start with you. Tell us more about the relationship between NYSE and Texas.
Yeah, I mean, the TXO Partners of it all was pretty much built to be a Texas exchange company. Our family's been in Texas more than 100 years. We've been in Fort Worth operating as a production company in some form or fashion for 50 years. We've introduced 6 equities into the NYSE over the years since 1980. So it looks like for the TXO Partners now to sort of live to the fruition of having the exchange here right in our hometown is just a bonus for the company.
Brent, I want to hear from you as well, more about TXO Partners. I see that you went public recently in January of 2023, returning to the stock exchange after the sale of your previous company to Exxon in 2010. What more can you share?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the question. We put a lot of thought and effort in it. We built the company quietly since we sold the company to Exxon. We thought the time was right. We were very constructive on commodity prices, both oil and gas, over the coming years. Oil, just for the developing economies as they grow into the economy, the importance of energy security, energy reliability, and then for gas, a lot of people are talking about the AI theme and data centers. We think that's very powerful, and we look at the assets we have and think we're built to capitalize on that. Secondarily, I'd say that we've got a great team in place, and we thought the discipline in the industry and the unique perspective we have. We're structured as a master limited partnership, and we've really built the company on being a production and distribution company.
Mm-hmm. And to that end, what are the goals for the rest of 2025?
Yeah, I'll take that,
Yeah.
Brent. I mean, if you look at a very important point for us, uniquely having gone from an E&P company growing to a big entity and now as a cash flow company, we're looking at maximizing distribution. And so we're balanced. We take our growth, we manage that with discipline, and then we want to distribute as much as we can for that long-term annuity. So as Brendan just noted, the cash flow of it all in our industry has always been something people are chasing, and we're here to deliver it. Mm-hmm. So this year is an important year. 2 years later after going public, we've already distributed over $200 million back to our owners. And so I would say this year is a lot more about doing the same that we've done over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. And you highlight the balance. I think that's a really important point. We've got really 2 important assets in what I call impact basins here in the United States. We've got, on the oil side, we've got the Elm Coulee Basin in Montana. Montana's a very friendly business environment. Not quite as friendly as Texas, but a very friendly environment. We're really thrilled to be there. We're one of the largest producers there, and that's our oil. And then we're in the state of New Mexico with the Mancos Shale, and we think that's a developing basin for us that's going to be a great gas basin over time. So we look at our business as about 50% gas, about 50% oil, and we think we're poised to play on those themes. And we think we're really good allocators of capital and look at managing this business, for the next several decades, not the next quarter, not the next week.
And so forth, with an enterprise value approaching $1 billion, so we're small, but the idea will be we're going to continue to grow that and grow it with discipline. And so that's what we get after decades and being gray hairs.
What does this moment mean to you? The fact that NYSE Texas is launching and what it says about the state of business in Texas?
Well, I think the tagline we talked about, energy in Texas, is really great. And Governor Abbott has made this a very constructive environment for business, for oil and gas companies. You don't find that in every state here in the basin, in the United States. And so we're thrilled to be here. We're thrilled to have been partners with the state of Texas, as Gary said, for the last 50 plus years. Gary and I have been working together for the last 20 years, and I think we've built a great company. We think great things are going to happen for us and for Texas, and we're thrilled to be a part of it with the NYSE.
Great to be in Texas, baby.
Absolutely.
Great to be in Texas.
Gary Simpson, Brent Klum, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here at AT&T Stadium.
Thank you, Kristen.
Because we have the NYSE coming here, because of the tremendous business success that we have in Texas. There's a new phrase, Y'all Street. A new phrase that's expanding across America, across the globe. One thing we know in this state is the men and women who go to work at these businesses every single day that make Texas what it is. We got to keep our vision going forward. And we want to thank you for coming here and locating right here in Dallas, Texas, a trading exchange. Give it up for NYSE, Texas.